The Timberline database is embedded over here on the right side of PlanSwift. This window can be sized, it can be undocked, put in another monitor. I'm just going to close out my attachments window and redock this window on the right side. So let's take a look at the Timberline database. We're going to pick a simple item here, sample drywall ceilings, and you'll see that in every variable for these drywall ceilings, I've got the PlanSwift fundamental takeoff tools. Let's take a look at these. Quantity is not your takeoff quantity. That is, how many situations does this condition apply to? So if I'm taking off a hotel, and I'm taking off just a one room in a hotel, but that condition repeats itself 300 times, I would type that quantity in here. I'm just going to use the example of 1. Hit enter. You can also use your down arrow key to toggle between the fields, down and up. Now watch what happens here. On the vaulted ceiling variable, it tells me to enter 0 for no or 1 for yes. Now if I say this is a vaulted ceiling, watch what happens down here. Once I type in 1 and hit enter, a new variable shows up, ceiling slope. If I go back and take that out, 0, it goes away, the variable for the slope. So I'm going to say yes, this is a vaulted ceiling, and because I entered 1 for yes, this ceiling is vaulted, the next question is, what's the flat square footage? I could either type in a value, or I could just select the new area tool and begin my takeoff. Now, when I hit escape, that takeoff quantity is shot over to Timberline. And all I need to do is finish answering the variables. I'm going to say it's a 212 slope. You'll notice another variable pops up. I'm going to say it's ½ inch, option 2. And now if I'd like to post this item to estimating, just come down here to the bottom and hit add pass. That will post it to the Timberline estimate. We can also take off items. If I come under items and just select a few. If I'd like to add those to the estimate, just hit add pass after I've selected the item. And if there's an item that is on this particular project, but I don't have it in estimating, I need to create a one-time takeoff. I'll just come up here to add one-time item, select fence, and I could enter in my takeoff unit, and I could enter in a, let's say, I don't know, 100 lineal feet, or I could digitize that quantity also. I'm just going to go ahead and digitize something around here. And that item is added to the estimate. Now, if you want to get a quick preview of the estimate, just come up here to Show Estimate, and you can see all of the items that we've taken off. There are certain columns in here by default. You can save this. This is a PlanSwift grid. It's a very powerful tool. If there's columns that you're missing in here that you'd like to see, just come to the top left and check the box next to the columns you'd like to add. This layout will save. Had I had my address book loaded in here, I could have selected my contractor or vendor and then did the fill down in this window as well, but I don't have my address book set up for this demo. So let's look at this total down here at the bottom. We have $655.80. I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and now I need to close the estimate here in PlanSwift so that I can view the same estimating file in Timberline. So let's minimize PlanSwift. We're going to open up Estimating Extended. PlanSwift for Sage. Click Open. And there we go. The exact same items we've been writing to this file, the same file. So there's no disconnect between your takeoff and estimating. Now let's back up a little bit and just show you how you can create the new estimate. Create a new Timberline estimate. Open an existing Timberline estimate. To create a new Timberline estimate, it's real simple in PlanSwift. Just go ahead and click on the icon. Let's name the job. This is a new job, select save, and now I need to select the database that I would like to use with this job. So I'm going to select the sample extended residential home builder, I think it is. I'm going to select the pei.dat file and then open, and this will load the database off to the right side here. Again, the first time you do this, you're going to want to hit OK here, and so you can import from your address book your vendors and subcontractors and other ODBC items. So it's just that easy. Create a new estimate, open an existing estimate. You just select the estimate you'd like to open. View your estimate. And then if you want to go play around with this in Timberline, make sure you close the estimate in PlanSwift first. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's very simple integration, very tight integration. The two softwares are actually communicating directly. You're not opening Timberline and selecting a takeoff tool. You're working with estimating and your takeoff on the same screen. And remember, you can undock this screen that will contain your database and put it in another window if you'd like, so that you could work between two screens. Just hold your left mouse button on the top part of the templates window and drag it around wherever you'd like to dock it. One thing that really sets us apart from other companies is the ability to do overlays. Some programs can overlay one page on top of another, just a standard overlay. But PlanSwift will also do a comparative overlay. What an overlay is if you have done your takeoff and the architect has made some revisions to the plans, sends out an addendum, you need to compare the two drawings, you can do just that. So let's click on the comparative overlay, click next. I'm going to select a page to put on top of the current page that I'm viewing, select finish. Now in some other programs, if the pages aren't the exact same size, you're in a little bit of trouble. With PlanSwift, you can align the overlay regardless of its size. Just click 2 points, and then all I need to do is grab the opposite corner of the overlay and stretch it and align it to the corresponding point of the plan. Now again, the comparative overlay will highlight any changes between the two drawings. Any additions will be shown in red, any deletions will be shown in blue, and if I need to clean this up a little bit, remember to just click on the light bulbs. The overlay becomes an item under the page. I can just click on that item to hide it. Click on it again to show the overlay. Really nice tool. Another feature about PlanSwift is a lot of programs you do have to have an activation key, a piece of hardware you carry around with you to activate the software. PlanSwift's licensing is all done online. It's a web-based license system. If you are an estimator and you want to go home for the day and do some work, all you have to do to remove your license from this computer is click on Help, Software License Options, and remove that license. You will need an internet connection. This sends a signal to our server letting us know that that your activation codes are able to be used on another computer now. So when you get home, you'll have PlanSwift installed on your home computers and all your computers. Click Help, Activate. Once your activation codes are entered, you can hit OK. PlanSwift will remember your activation codes. It's a very simple process. So that's about it for the integration video. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to attend. If you have any technical questions about PlanSwift, give us a call. The tech support number is 888-752-6794. Just hit extension 2. If you have any technical questions for me, my name's Derek. My email address is derek@planswift.com. Again, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I think we've bridged the gap between takeoff and estimating by combining the two programs into one here. Again, thanks for watching, and please give us a call if you have any questions.